This is a 1999 Toyota 4Runner, which is the third generation model sold from the 1996 to 2002 model year. The 4Runner first came to market in 1984 and it's now in its fifth generation. During that time, it's earned a very loyal following of fans and a reputation as being one of the most capable and reliable SUVs of all time. Now, this third generation model in particular is a very popular generation of the 4Runner. Many would say that the third generation is the best generation. Now, personally, I'm a little bit more of a fifth generation guy myself, but I can really appreciate the third gen for what it is as well. On the styling front, we see a really nice progression in terms of the overall design language when compared with the first two generations. The first two were very nice overall, obviously very rugged, very capable looking, but they didn't have the same modern appearance that you get with the third gen. That was the great thing about the third gen, is that it kind of took that design language that we saw in the first two, continued to progress that forward, paying tribute to the original heritage of those first two generations, but giving a vehicle that was much more modern overall. The other thing that's really cool about the third generation 4Runner is that it was part of a very small group of SUVs that kind of initiated the luxury SUV market as we know it today. This vehicle in particular is the limited package, which comes with a number of luxury features, which was very novel at the time. Obviously, the 4Runner is also a very reliable vehicle, very capable off-road, and all of those things put together made it a really popular vehicle. Now, on the styling front, again, a really good looking vehicle that we've got here with the third generation model. This vehicle, again, is that limited package, and so it comes with a number of enhancements that help it to set it apart from some of the more basic 4Runners in the lineup. Now, the 4Runner was available in a base package, an SR5, this limited model, and then they also offered a Highlander package that kind of transformed into a sport package later on. This limited model comes in the two-tone color configuration. We get a revised bumper up front here, the fender flares, body cladding on the bottom here, as well as the running boards, and then we get the 5-spoke wheels that were unique to the limited model. Of course, we get some limited badging around the vehicle, and then the limited also comes standard with roof rack up here, side rails and crossbars. Overall, really great looking vehicle. One of my favorite features about the 4Runner that originated in the first generation and is carried even forward to today's fifth generation model is that at the rear, this window is electronic and recesses down into the hatch. So a feature that actually was pretty common back in like the 80s, the 90s, it's gone away. Toyota has maintained it in the 4Runner, and it's a really cool, popular feature. Great if you have dogs. Also just great on a summer day if you want to get more air into the cabin. You see we've also got a trailer hitch down below here. Some more limited badging, as well as the 4-wheel drive badging. And then you'll see that we've got some mud flaps integrated down in the fenders there as well. Give you a closer look at those limited wheels. But overall, a really great looking vehicle. Definitely for a vehicle that is, almost a quarter century old, it's aged very well, looked great when it first came out, and continues to look really good today. Definitely a classic already, and one that's going to maintain that status going forward. Looking inside, you'll see that this 4Runner is definitely starting to show its age, but you can definitely imagine what it looked like when it was new. Pretty nice overall layout, again, for a vehicle that's about 25 years old. With the limited package, you'll see we've got kind of a two-tone color configuration with two tans. We've got leather seating throughout, other leather surfaces, and then we've got some wood accents. As far as options, we've got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. Our seat is full power with lumbar support. One really unique feature on the 4Runner, especially in this limited configuration, is a locking rear differential. You see a button for that right here. That feature was discontinued on limited models after the 2000 model year, so a pretty unique feature to find on a limited. A quick look at the instrument cluster with the tachometer and speedometer. Center dash, we've got two vents, clock here, heated rear window. This is electronic control of that rear window to drop that down. Our climate control system, which has heat and air conditioning. And then you'll also note that it's got an auto mode, pretty novel for the time. We've also got an AM/FM radio with CD player and a cassette. Below that, we've got an ashtray here, cigarette lighter, two 12-volt outlets, four-wheel drive system with a 4 low and high option. And then this vehicle is equipped with the automatic transmission. In the middle, we've got 2 cup holders and our emergency brake, and then our center console. Up above, we've got a self-dimming rear view mirror, compartment for sunglasses, and then a tilt and sliding sunroof. In the back seat, you'll see we've got decent legroom and headroom. Definitely going to be a little bit tight if you want to get 3 passengers wide. Vehicle's pretty narrow, but that does assist for off-roading, going down tight trails. You'll see that our center console here's got a built-in cup holder, 2 sides. And then we've also got an ashtray, and then vent and temperature control for the rear passengers. We've also got a 50-50 splitting rear seat, so we can pull up the seat bottom, drop the seat back. If we take our headrest out, that will sit flat. Help to further increase rear cargo space. And then if we drop that back down, come around to the back of the vehicle, open up, and you'll see we've got pretty good cargo space here as well. And then we've got this built-in privacy cover that you can close to conceal contents of the vehicle. Now, surprisingly, the 4Runner was available in either rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, and it had 2 different powertrain options. The base engine was a 2.7-liter 4-cylinder that had 150 horsepower and an EPA rating of 16 miles per gallon in the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. That engine was less popular and was discontinued after the 2000 model year. This 3.4-liter V6 is the more popular engine choice. It has 183 horsepower and an EPA rating of 15 miles per gallon in the city and 18 miles per gallon on the highway. Both of these engines were paired to either a 4-speed automatic transmission or an optional 5-speed manual. Well, for a vehicle that's about 20 years old, that's got the level of capability that this vehicle does, it's got pretty impressive overall driving mannerisms. It's pretty smooth, it's pretty comfortable, steering feels good, brake feels not all that bad. I don't really have anything to complain about. I mean, if you compare it to today's modern SUV, yeah, the ride quality is going to be a little bit choppy, steering feel might feel a little bit on the loose side, but again, for a vehicle that is very off-road capable and 20 years old, I can't really complain about much. Now, the 3.4-liter V6 is definitely going to feel a little bit underpowered when you're merging onto the highway, going at highway speeds, trying to pass other vehicles, accelerate up hills. Yeah, that's one downside, along with the fuel economy, but this power plant has been tried and tested and has a great reputation for reliability and durability. And so that's one thing that you can really bank on with this generation of the 4Runner. It's not flawless, but it is a pretty good overall power plant. You know, really can't complain about much in terms of drivability. It's a pretty nice vehicle. Obviously, with this limited trim package, we get the leather seats, we get the premium audio system, a lot of really nice features that, again, kind of ushered in the era of the luxury SUV. Very nice vehicle for this era, and a great vehicle to drive. The other thing that I really like about this generation of the 4Runner is that because it's so much smaller and more compact than the more modern generations of the 4Runner, it's just a very comfortable vehicle to drive. It's very small, very nimble, easy to park in a parking spot, easy to go through busy, crowded streets. And then, of course, it's really good for going down a narrow trail when you're off-roading. So that's one of the real advantages that you get with this generation of the 4Runner. It's actually a shame that they don't build a vehicle that's as capable as this generation of the 4Runner that's more this size. So that's the 3rd generation model of the Toyota 4Runner, a great vehicle all around, and no surprise why this 3rd generation model is such a popular generation of the 4Runner. Great styling on the exterior, classic good looks, inside a really nice interior for the era, incredible off-road capability, great long-term reliability for durability, and one of the best resale values of any vehicles on the market. If you have any questions or comments on the 4Runner, leave them in the section below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. In the meantime, thanks for watching.